Yo, it's JD Halloween, and today we finally got the rest of the lineup for Spirit Halloween 2022. In this video, we're going to be diving into old animatronics, including the ones we got yesterday, because I want to have my full opinion about them, and then the full opinion about these animatronics. So yeah, let's get into it. But remember, stay spooktastic. For some weird reason, Spirit decides to finally give us the rest of the lineup this morning instead of just doing it all yesterday. So why they waited a whole day, I don't know. I guess because they wanted to put out that trailer thingy, but we finally have it all. We're finally going to get into it all, and I'm pretty excited. First one we're going to take a look at is Nozzle's the Clown. Now, this is like the most expensive one of the year. Either him or Possessed Pumpkin, but they're really expensive. And like for pretty much no reason. I don't even get why this is so expensive. Now, I do not think he is worth that much at all. His mouth isn't even moving. His mouth should have like been moving. Maybe that would make it worth more, but it kind of sounds goofy. It's just not worth the price that it is. It's like $349 or something like that. It's already in the 300s, and all it does is have fog come out of his hands, and it's just not even that cool. It's just one of the goofy ones of this year, and it's not going to be my favorite, I don't think. Even when I see him in person, I'm just going to kind of, like, I'll like videos or whatever in his demo like I do with every other animatronic, even if I don't like them, but I already know I'm not going to like this one. But let's get a look at his demo. So yeah, that's Nozzles the Clown for you. He is just not one of my favorites at all. Now his hands move, and the fog barely even comes out of his hands. Literally, his arms like move slowly. It's like a slow animation. His eyes light up. His mouth doesn't even move. I actually expected his mouth to move for the price that he is. It's just very awful. And the audio is also terrible. And knowing the fact that the fog barely comes out of his hands, how is that worth it at all, Spirit? Like, come on, make the fog come out crazy or something. Make it worth the price. It's just overpriced and there's no reason for it. This should be like literally like a $249 kind of thing. If anything, this is just not worth the price at all, and this is definitely at the bottom of my list, so it's like a 3 out of 10. Now we're looking at Possessed Pumpkin, and just, oh my god, right up from the start I was like, this audio is so goofy. Come on, this prop looks menacing. It looks like it's supposed to sound evil. The fact that its voice sounds so goofy does not fit with this prop at all. That's the one disappointment right there, is the audio. I like the look and all. Obviously, it's just the crouchy movement because it's a reskin. So the looks, the glowing eyes are cool. And then the animation, that's all I like about it. This audio, they could have done better. So it's the audio for me. So I'm going to give this like maybe 6 out of 10 for the most. Just because they messed up. They 100% messed up. He should have like a menacing laugh or an evilish kind of voice, not just some goofiness. This is just too much goofiness for me. But let's look at the demo.
Monsters have been carving up my friends for years. Now it's my turn to make a jack-o'-lantern. From your head! Ah ha ha! Ah ha 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 ha!
So really, I just wish they didn't even give this prop phrases at all. I just wish it had like an evilish kind of laugh, just like Crouchy did. But nope, they put phrases and it just sounds goofy. So that's the only complaint I really have about this guy. But otherwise, I don't have a problem with it. It is a good prop and all. It's going to be tall like Crouchy. It's going to be a reskin of Crouchy. It's going to look cool. So as long as it looks cool and sick, I guess it's fine, because either a prop looks bad but their audio is cool, or the prop looks good but the audio is bad. So it's one of this: prop looks good, audio is bad. So it won't be on the bottom of my list, just because it is still a cool prop and all. So I'm not really gonna crap on it, but I just still wish they could have done better. Next is the new little Scally Bones, and oh my god, what did they do? It has like almost the original audio, which I guess is fine. I don't really have no complaints about the audio. And the eyes still light up like the original. They took away his swing, and he like sits down and jumps up. So I don't even really know if I have an opinion about this. I don't know if I like it. Well, I obviously don't like it that much. Like, it's not on the top of my list at all, because I I don't know what they were thinking, honestly. I don't know what they were thinking, but I still don't know what I feel about it. I still have mixed feelings about this, so I can't really give it a rating yet. So this is like one where I have to just wait till I see it in person in order for it to have a rating. So I don't know what to really say about this, but I guess they could have done better. That's the first thing I'll say, is that what were they thinking? This year is just really weird, and I still have so many questions on to why they did what they did. But let's just look at the demo now.
Dark woods and into the night. Ha! I'm coming for you to give you a fright. Da 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 da.
Okay, so yeah, it's the same audio. No, not the same audio. It's the same voice actor. Like, it's the same exact voice, but it says different phrases. And I still don't know what I feel about this. I just really have mixed feelings about this. Like, should they have actually done this or should they have not? I just don't know. I really have to wait till I see it in person. So this is the one where I really just have mixed feelings for. Like, at the same time, there's a feeling of me, like, there's a part of me that will say, like, no, they should have not done this. And there's another part of me that's like, oh, it's different. But I don't know. I don't think I like it, but I still have to wait till I see it in store. Next is Strawman, and I heard he's going to be an online only, but I have to say, I like his head movement on here. I like his light up eyes. I like his animation. I like his mouth movement, and this is so much better than Night Stalker from last year. I don't know what they were doing with that. That audio was so annoying, and it wasn't scary at all. It was just so basic. It looked so basic looking. So this is definitely an improvement with their Scarecrow props. Like, they did so much better with this. So that's the first positive vibe about this one. First positive feedback. I am happy about this. Even though it's an online only, I think it's still good. And hopefully next year they have more stuff like this in store, because we kind of need more stuff like this. Now, it's not really gory or anything, because none of them are really gory. Like, we still want the gory back and we still haven't gotten it. But they're actually improving really well by trying to make them a little more creepy than just fully family friendly. So it's still family friendly, but like, it has more of a creepy look to it. So I see, in a way, they're kind of making progress, and hopefully they keep it up. But let's look at the demo.
Did you know that this land is cursed? The original farmer buried his victims in this very field. They say it helped to keep his soil nice and fertilized. Would you care to see where the remains lie?
I also really love this props audio. So yes, they really improved with this, and this is like probably the best online only so far. So I'm gonna honestly just give this a big 10 out of 10. Like, good job, Spirit. You did very well on this. Now we're taking a look at Tombstone Terror. Another bad prop. So cheap looking, so basic. The skeleton head looks like it's from Family Dollar or Dollar General, and so does the tombstone. Very cheap looking, just like Bag of Bones, which I want to compare those two because they're both basic looking skeletons. And I'm going to save that for a separate video. But Bag of Bones looks like it's from Dollar General, and this one looks like it's like from Family Dollar or something like that. Just, I don't know what Spirit was thinking making these with the design team or whatever. Like, it needs to be like maybe latex with mouth movement, or make it look bigger or whatever. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. And then this audio is so bad too. It is not a good audio at all, and you have to be like a very sensitive little child in order to actually get scared of this thing, because it is not scary at all. And it's not even gonna have a step pad. It's just gonna be going off and off and off, just like Puncture Pete did, just constantly going. So it's not gonna be scary at all. People will 100% just see it coming, because it's just gonna keep going off because of the motion sensor. So I don't know, but let's just get into the demo and just get this one over with. Now, I feel like they could totally reuse this audio for another prop that's 10 times better than this. Honestly, the audio doesn't even go with this prop either. Yes, the audio is like bad. It's not scary at all. But the prop is even worse than the audio itself. I'm just like, oh my god. So I really just want to give this like a big 1 out of 10 or 0 out of 10. I just don't know what to say about it. I'm still going to wait till I see it in store, but it's definitely on the bottom of my list. Next is Reagan from The Exorcist, and she is on my to-buy list, and she's been since I saw the leaks. I just love this thing. I'm glad they actually finally made a new Exorcist prop. because that's where they can start getting maybe the more scary stuff back by putting her back in there. And her back is projector, and her head turns, and she has an audio. Her mouth does not move, and her eyes do not light up like we kind of thought. But she is not really a disappointment at all. I'm actually still loving this thing, and I still want to buy it if I get the chance to, because there's just so many that I want to buy, but at the same time it's like only if they're there, only if they have it on stock. It's like you just got to kind of think, but she is one to buy for sure. So let's look at her demo.
For an exorcism, it would bring us together, you and us.
She is definitely getting a 10 out of 10. She is more on the scary side. I think she's going to sell out very well. She might even return next year due to them just trying to make it a little more scary, because they're kind of seeming like they want to improve. So I think that that may happen. But hopefully by next year they do make some more scary licensed props. And hopefully that they bring her back and they also make new scary props on their own, because that's just literally what they need to do. But on the wall, if you get a chance and you see her, pick her up, because I'm sure that she's going to be gone as soon as possible, because at this point everybody wants this thing. A lot of people are saying she's on my to buy list, including me. She is on my to buy list. So if you see her, you need to get her fast, because I'm sure she's going to sell out very well. And one last thing I want to mention before we move on is that her face is very well detailed. Her clothing is very well detailed. Her hair is. I love that demon who possesses her on the back of her projector that projects on the wall. That's very well detailed. So honestly, they did an amazing job on this. And they actually seem to take the time and effort to actually making this one. So thank you, Spirit. Next is Young Crouchy, and this is another one that people do not like at all, that they should have never done, because what made Crouchy cool was his size, and the fact that they shrunk him is just, I don't know what they were thinking. But at the same time, this is another one where I actually have to see it in the store before I can even judge it, because we don't even know what height it is yet. It's probably going to be like Shorty size, only because the price is $229, just like Shorty is. But I honestly don't know. I still have mixed feelings about this, as well as the new little Skelly Bones. So all the ones that they're bringing back, I just have mixed feelings for. Like, I just don't know what to think. So this is just another one. Let's just wait till I see it in store, so then I could have a full opinion. Which, once I do my in-store tour, I will actually be going back with the voiceover version and basically like telling my full thoughts about the props that we see. But anyway, let's take a look at this guy's demo. Alright, so it has the same audio and it has the same movement. The only thing that's different with this Young Crouchy is that it has light up red eyes. So that's the only different detail, besides that they shrunk him from being cool. But this has nothing to do with the prop, but I want to mention this about the background. I love that science lab effect or whatever that they're doing back there. That's actually pretty cool. Even though it has nothing to do with the prop, I still like that they did that. So this is the reason why I love this video, because to me, I look to the backgrounds too. I like exploring the backgrounds. So that's like an important part to me too of the video. So this is my favorite background so far. Not the favorite prop, but just the favorite background. So I still have mixed feelings for this prop. So we'll just have to wait till September when my store opens, and then I'll finally go back and voice over and be like, hey, this is what I think about this. This is what I think about that. That's what I'll be doing. But anyway, let's get on to the next prop. I have nothing to say about this right now. Next is Betty Sharp, and the one that everybody's been wanting to see, and oh my god, I don't know if I have too much positive stuff to say about this thing. I love her face. I love that she has blood on her face, in her clothing, in her knife, and the bag moves. So she has no movement whatsoever. The bag she's holding is what moves. All she has is an audio. That's what makes it not cool already. I was expecting her to at least have some kind of movement instead of just that bag moving. Now, she was going to kind of be on my to-buy list, and I took her off, and I'm no longer getting her at all, because I don't want a prop that just talks and has a moving bag. I don't want that. I'm sorry. So I'm not going to hate on this prop. She's still pretty cool and very well detailed, but I'm also not going to get this prop no more. So I'll give her a rating right after we look at her demo.
Like collecting things? Can I show you my collection? I love cooking. Mommy lets me do all the chopping. My sister used to be Mommy's favorite, but I took care of that.
So we can 100% confirm that this is a Mommy's favorite sequel. Mommy's favorite is Betty Sharp's sister, and Betty Sharp killed her sister, so she could be Mommy's new favorite. So I'm going to give this prop like a 7 out of 10. I do like the audio. I do like her face. I do like the blood on the bag. I like the blood on her face and her clothing. Very well detailed. It's like the most detailed prop, like the detailed possessed girl prop that we've seen in a while. So I am honestly loving this. So it's really menacing looking. It looks pretty creepy. And I guess it could be scary to like little kids, but to me and everybody else, it's not scary. It's just kind of creepy. It has a creepy vibe to it. But yeah, so disappointing that it can't even have a mouth movement. I mean, it would kind of ruin its look, but the fact that it doesn't move and the bag only moves is just very disappointing, and we all expected more from it. So Spirit, next year, or when you do possessed girl props, make them look like scary-ish with blood or whatever, but make them move or have some kind of movement. We need interesting props. We don't need stuff that's going to be so boring. Like, this went from to buy to not to buy. Like, a lot of people are not buying this no more. I saw that on Instagram where people were like, I'm not buying her no more. I'm not buying her no more. I'm not buying Betty Sharp. And I mean, yeah, I agree, because I was going to buy her too, and I just don't want a static prop that only a bag moves. Like, literally, I don't know what they were thinking. I just kind of wish they could have given her a movement or something, or an animation, at least like maybe a head movement. Her head could at least be turning side to side. That would have been enough for me to buy her, but no, they didn't. Now we're looking at this new spider prop, and I don't know if it's online only or in store. I don't even know what its name is. I really don't know too much info about this, but I guess I could just give it a rating and we could look at its demo, but I don't really know too much about this. No one's really talked about this very much at all, but it has its mouth movement, and it's like just doing it up and down, and it has an audio. Now, I wish that it could have been like shaking all crazy, like the one from 2018, or is it 2017? I can't remember, but I wish it could have been like shaking all crazy or whatever, kind of like vibrating, and having like a little bit louder, more audio-ish, like a more kind of scream, but like in spider form. So those are things that they could have done to make this prop better, but it's not too bad. It's a spider prop, so we can't expect too much from a spider prop, but let's just look at the demo. One thing I forgot to mention is that the eyebrows and the eyes are blinking red. So that's a cool detail that they did add to this. But I'm going to give this like a 8 out of 10 because I just don't even know any info about it. And I don't know how I feel about it. And I don't even know if it's an online only or in store. I don't know yet. But anyways, so the pricing for this should be like $99 or $49. I don't see it being any more than $49.99 or $99. I don't see it being more than that. So if it is, very overpriced for what this concept is. But yeah, it's not bad at all. It's just kind of like, I don't know yet. Next, we're looking at the Widow. Now, the Widow is the girl that we kept seeing in all those teasers and then the trailer from yesterday. The broken neck girl, that's what people called her. Her official name is the Widow. But she will be an inbox only at the stores. And she's the one that we heard screaming on the flagship opening day announcement. In that trailer, in that teaser, she was also the one screaming at the end before it showed the birdcage. So she is one that I really love. She is also a to-buy. If I see her in box at the store on opening day, not flagship opening day, when my store opens, because I'm not going to flagship, because I'm going to try going early to see what I could get before anyone else can. And if I see her on box, I'm just going to grab her in a heartbeat. She is just one I need, and she looks just like Demonic Dahlia. So I honestly think this is very well detailed. It's definitely pretty creepy. It's going to be creepy having it in my room at night because all my like displays or whatever, like my Hauntress and all my Halloween backgrounds they're all by each other. They're all on the same wall. And they're all across from my bed, so that means they're all like looking at me, and it's going to be pretty creepy having her stare at me. That's for sure. So anyway, she is one that a lot of people love. She's very neat or whatever. So let's get into her demo. So she starts out with her evil laugh, and then she bends her neck over where you can see her injury where she broke her neck, and then she has a very loud scream. And then this is what I love about the audio also. I love her audio, it's amazing. But what I love about it the most is that when she puts her neck back up, it just has like that noise of her putting it back up, and I think that's a very pretty cool effect that they did here. So obviously, she's on my to buy list. She's obviously a 10 out of 10. I just love this thing. One of the most creepiest ones we got in a while. So honestly, I'm actually pretty happy with this, and hopefully, I'm just hoping that she's there in box. So out of everything else I was gonna get, she ends up being the one I get. I just really hope. Don't know her price yet, but I'm sure we'll find out soon. But yeah, this one is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. Okay, so yesterday Spirit did release 5 new animatronics, and I made a video about them yesterday, and I'm actually going to go over them and talk about them all over again with another rating or whatever, because yesterday's video was bad quality. I just got new creator tools, so you could hear me better. There's no loud music. There's no my voice going into other subjects when it's supposed to be in a certain place. So I'm actually going to just restart that, and I'm going to just go over all of them again. So I won't be doing like the trailer breakdown again, because no. Yesterday's video literally took me 5 hours. This video is only taking me like maybe 20 minutes to make. So 5 hours versus 20 minutes. Oh my god, such a difference, and I just love my new tools better. So let's get into the 5 props that we got yesterday. Bago Bones, 3 out of 10, very bad quality, very boring, dumb audio, it's reused audio, very undetailed, looks like it's from Dollar General, just very bad. Monty is an 8 out of 10. I did not like him at all yesterday. I thought he was very disappointing. Now, he's still not that good. He's still very disappointing. The only reason why I'm starting to like him more is because after this year, he's going to be very rare. Spirit's never going to make another prop like this. So I guess I should just be thankful for the rare props that they actually took a toy just like this. Because this monkey was even on Toy Story. So the fact that they just took a toy like this and turned it into an animatronic was a cool idea. So I guess it's not the worst. So I do kind of have to appreciate it for what it is, and we all do. Because, yeah, like I said, it's not the best. The audio is not the best. The animation is definitely not the best. But at the same time, it's cool, and it's going to be rare, so it is going to be an 8 out of 10 now.
I knew you would be here soon. You could say I have eyes all over. Remember, wherever you run, my crows and I will find you.
Lord Raven is an 8 out of 10. Better than I expected it to be. It needs better designs. It's just the design quality is kind of bad. But in all, the audio is okay. Same opinion from yesterday. Basically, the audio is okay. The animation's kind of slow, but I guess it's fine. I love the mouth movement. I love the head movement. I do like that the arms move. So those are things I do like. And maybe I'll like it more in store. Who knows? But for now, it is an 8 out of 10. And it's actually really not bad. But it's very overpriced. Bog Zombie, 10 out of 10. Already a fan favorite, very well detailed, has a zombie audio, mouth movement, light up eyes, swamp stuff covering his face and his clothing, which is pretty cool. I love that detail too. And price $249, not too bad for this guy. He has like a Miserable Marie kind of animation, but he's taller than Miserable Marie, so that's probably why he's worth more than she was. And this prop is pretty cool and all, and it is one of the best ones. Last is Lucky Bottoms. So yesterday I gave this a 6 out of 10, and I only gave it that rating because it was more impressive than I thought it would be. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it's also not the best. That's exactly what I said in yesterday's video. It's not the best, but it's also really not the worst. Like, there's more worse props that we got this year, but his audio could get very annoying fast, just like Night Stalker from last year. That got annoying pretty fast. Even the employees at my location would turn him off every once in a while because, I mean, it probably got on their nerves because they have to work there all day. So anyway, he's okay, I guess. Like, the detailing on him is not too good. I don't like his face detailing very much. His hair is okay, I guess, because you, like some haunters said, you don't really see too much clowns with black hair or black and white clothing, so I guess that's kind of rare, but not a big deal to me. It's just not the best, but I guess it's okay. Like, there's really nothing much to say about this. Maybe I'll change my mind once I see it in store, so I might save it for in store, but I will give it the rating of a 6 out of 10, just like I did yesterday. Alright, so that was the Spirit Halloween's 2022 official lineup. That is pretty much all the lineup we're going to get, maybe a few more online onlys. That's basically all the in-store lineups, and then we got a couple inbox only or online only, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. I love hearing your thoughts and opinions, and I would love to hear what your favorite prop is of the year, and I want to know what your least favorite is, which we all know what the least favorites are. I mean, I've heard from a lot of people already so much, like on Instagram stories. Like, I saw a lot of people post about it, so I do like hearing from you guys, and me and you share a lot of the same opinion, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, that's it for today. So remember, before we go, stay spooktastic, and I'll be back for the next video next Saturday for Spirit Halloween's flagship grand opening reaction videos. I will be reacting to the videos, and they might not be uploaded to the day after, but I'm still doing it, so I cannot wait. So stay spooktastic, and I'll be back next weekend. Peace.